A new promo pack for Pokemon Pocket has dropped, and while I think the EX Necrozma leaves a lot to be desired, both baby variations, the Psychic and Metal, have some potential. Today's deck list is diving on into the Dusk main Necrozma here, which when paired with Lusamine is a powerful finisher behind Skarmory, a really aggressive one-point Pokemon that's been around the fringes of the metagame in the past, but has often struggled to find that perfect finisher. I really think Dusk main is a clean solution to what this deck is looking to do. You'll lead on Skarmory getting in a chip shot or two for 100 or 150 points of damage, and then once they knock you out, Dusk main Necrozma can move up to the front of the class, and Lusamine can move that energy from your Skarmory in the discard pile right up to it and let you start cracking for 100 points of damage every single turn. This deck list has all single knockout point Pokemon that hit hard and fast, allowing you to apply a lot of pressure in the common matchups that you're going to run into. As a 5th basic, I'm playing a copy of Majorana here, a 90 HP basic that hits for 80 for 2 if your opponent has a Pokemon ability. There's a lot of pretty common Pokemon abilities in our metagames, things like Solgaleo and Darkrai and Giratina all let this hit hard and fast. As always, if you enjoy off-meta brews like this one being played in a competitive setting, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss anything else that I have coming up. If you like this deck in particular, make sure you smash the like button on the video. For the rest of the day, have fun with this one. I didn't have 2 energies in my discard pile to put the one with the helmet up first. I would have needed to start putting energies on the one with the Lusamine earlier, and that would have lost to Cyrus. If you want my thoughts on which decks are good in this expansion, you should check out the meta report. That's a data-driven report talking about which decks are performing the best that went up on Monday on the YouTube channel. Rather than talk about feels, we try to deal in reals here. KonoCast, thank you for the half a year. Welcome back. Speaking of Giovanni. Dodge a candy, we could dodge a ball. Survey says sometimes lucky rubber ducky. I'm gonna not play this out because of Guzma. That dork knocks all your tools off, so I want to give him that opportunity. I really haven't found a deck I love this expansion, if I'm being honest. A little bit of a struggle so far. Alright, and then they're dead to Lusamine here if we top deck her. Because we'll get to retreat this to put a second energy in the bin and then clear them with Duskmane. Lovely. Sometimes lucky rubber ducky. Big damages. I don't know where on the burst. What's your favorite full art in the game? There's so much good art in this game. It's tough to pick just one. One of these games we're going to have first energy advantage. It's going to be glorious. Oh, I saw this one running around. Is this going to be the Type Null Blaze deck? Not the Rocky helmet I wanted for Christmas. Oh, there's Still Valley Charizard. That's interesting. No, Pokemon Pocket does not do live balance. You should have zero expectations of any changes to any cards in this game at any point. They balance through aggressive power creep with a new card pack every month. Which, speaking of, I haven't poured over the data mines recently. Is there a data mine card pack coming at the end of this month too? Are they going to keep on the 1 per month trajectory? I have marked some damage on this Charizard, I think. Is a data mine June pack. 26 or 27. Cool. I think that would track. 26 would be a Thursday release like they've been doing. It just feels like all of our Charizard games go exactly the same way. We're like this close to getting them, and then they have the candy and the lily, just 3 or 4 times now this morning. All right, we hit Lucamine. So I've got that going for us. I think Lucamine means we have a shot. So I get to take. They could have second Lily. That's been the story too. They keep having second Lily on top of it all. So we get to clear this, and then they stoke, and then we energy and hit them, and then we can energy this one. Oh, I can't energy this one up because I have to keep putting energy in here. So we need to hit the other Lucamine is what we need. I need to not have Lily, and I need to have the second Lucamine. Which we're 1 in 5 and then 1 in 4. So not nothing, but we do also die to their second healer at any point. They probably just think we're not playing cards like Leaf, yeah? So I guess most people aren't playing those types of cards right now. This looks like it's generating tempo for them, but we're playing this card to fix our leads. Burning Pokeball here to make Mars and red card worse. Alright, One in 4 to win, assuming they don't have second Lily. Second Lily puts us to a 0%er. Our turn to have 2 of our supporter gamers. Sometimes lucky, rubber ducky. Full art, mommy is home. We probably need a second Pokemon here. I have 4 of those plus 2 Pokeballs in our deck, though. It's a shame we didn't have our copy of Giovanni here. I split Cyrus Sabrina with 1 Geo. Oh, I suppose Skarmory is a bit worse in a post Guzma world, huh? Maybe I need a 5th tool. I went back and forth on whether or not I wanted a Poison Barb or a Poison Barb or a what's it called? I'm gonna sit on this for now, and I'm gonna go ahead and am I? I was gonna hit him. I'll save the Cyrus for lethal on the line. Getting a first knockout point here really doesn't matter when they're working towards an EX, I don't think. I suppose... Okay, maybe I did mess up. If I would have Cyrus'd this last turn, I could have Sabrina'd this. If they don't have their candy here, we get them. They need candy or another basic. Rats. I guess the other basic doesn't save them though, right? Because they need the Solgaleo this turn. If they don't have the Solgaleo this turn, I get to clear this and then I can Sabrina up the other one. Okay, so we're cooked then. I could draw another Duskmane. I need to draw another Duskmane. Or I need to draw Duskmane, or I need to draw the Magnerna, whatever her name is. Okay. We have Milady here. This is not a whale channel anymore. This game has been too expensive to whale in. I am no longer purchasing cosmetics in it. Do they think they're stranding me here? Yeah, rewarded for holding Cyrus here. Actually, the Sabrina would also do it, yeah. I had to take this knockout. Alright, they're cooked. Rewarded for being patient here. Getting to see the Lucamine flex on letting us attack with both of these as well. Felt really good. This card has numbers that make a lot of sense, I think, especially alongside Lucamine. Skarmory's always been looking for a really good pairing to support it. I think, unfortunately, our Dragon EX is garbage. A Dugtrio enjoyer happened to headbutt. What a funny attack name. I've not played ranked lately. Is Dark Tina still everywhere? We haven't played against it at all yet this morning. Dark Tina was one of many decks that had reasonable success in our first round of tournaments. I would love a Rocky helmet. Thank you for asking. Play this dork out now. By the numbers from our meta report earlier this week, Dark Tina is one of a handful of decks that still have very reasonable metrics. That's good. It's good for the home team. Oh, hitting heads a bunch is real good. This card's a Farfetch that evolves, it's pretty strong. I'm actually not going to put a cape on this because it still dies with a cape to type null or to Solgaleo with a supporter anyways, and I don't need the cape to knock this out, so we do this and take our point. If they have Solgaleo plus supporters here, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble. Yep. So we're not just dead yet, but obviously not in a good spot. First energy advantage was a huge deal in tandem with the fact that they hit double heads on their Diglett, right? If either of those two things break differently for us here, I think this game looks very, very different. But unfortunately, both of those things happen for my opponent. Alright, well, they could Celebi their way out of this game by bricking a bunch of tails, but statistically we're going to be dead. The Marvel Rivals Auto Battler is up tomorrow. I think it goes live like 15-ish hours from now, like in the middle of the night my time. Alright, we just need 1 triple tails, and then Sabrina finishes them up, yep. Marvel Auto Battler. Marvel Rivals is adding a drafting Auto Battler mode as a limited time game mode. It goes live for the public overnight tonight, US time. Yeah, this is well played on their part. They're taking that. Wait, what? Okay, well now you really deserve to lose. Cool. Sometimes there's justice in the world, chat. We know for a fact they have their evolution. Poetic, really. Good night. Marvel Snap reworked their economy in May of this year to make it a bit easier for new folks to onboard and get the specific cards that they want. You still don't get everything instantly for free, but there's a better, more clear path to getting the things that you care about than there was before. And more importantly, their economy rework removed the element of FOMO. There's no longer like a rotating gotcha style character banner, where once the card leaves, you feel like you've missed out. That's really nice. That's the biggest improvement to it by far. Morning Rand. Are you still aiming for Masters? I would like to put forward I've never aimed for Masters in Pokemon Pocket. I'm pretty painfully or acutely aware, however you want to put it, of the fact that trying to hyper-focus on particular ranks is a good way to make sure you don't have any fun playing games like this, so. If I, hit the rank, I hit the rank, and if I don't, we don't. You gotta remember, there's no meaningful prizes attached to achieving particular ranks in Pokemon Pocket. So if it's fun for you to work towards achieving something, you should have fun while you work towards it. If you hit it, great. And if you miss, you still had fun along the way. Interesting brew from the opponent. It feels like we're in an okay spot, though. They get to drive off and clear this Skarmory, but this is ready to go, and it does 80. Arceus here, look at that, the Fabled Luster being a downside. So fancy, so fancy. Look at all these delicious Pokemon abilities here. So our maid here does 80 if the opponent's Pokemon has an ability on it. There's plenty of those to go around here. Good night, my sweet prince.